I hate that when the lighting makes it so that one eye looks kind of blurry and strange. It never helps with a broken phone, does it? Well, thank goodness, though, you know, what was I going to say? Oh, heck, I don't know. You know me. Good morning. Oh, I just hate human suffering. It just makes me so sad. And there's so much of it out there, you know. So I'm going to start off today with asking for prayers. I'd like everybody, and because I'm not to use names, I'm going to use initials that mean something to me, and God knows who they are. Please, some serious prayers for MJM. COVID has hit the family again, and they've had a real struggle with it in the past, and with already having health issues. It's scary for them. Comfort, strength, prayers for healing quickly and no complications or anything like that. So let's pray for MJM, and also prayers for Blue Rose, who has to make some decisions regarding selling her home, and continued prayers for Annie, also known as Javelina Flips, as she's a new widow, and that's a special place in my heart. TM, thank you so much for looking for vans for me. It's a daunting task. I want continued prayers for Esther because she just needs it. I just know that. And Karen B., who goes through a lot of health struggles herself. Mildred and Ellie for reaching out to me as friends. And Wendy, I'm really going to get to that recipe eventually. And thank you for sending it. It's just a little more complicated. And with my messed up hand, I'm going to have to like write some things down. So I'm going to be able to, you know, express that, because it's not written down like a regular recipe. It was written as a story, and the person writing it explains how this person made it. And I don't know if there was, I think there were measurements. It's complicated, folks. Yeah, so did I cover everything there? Oh, I hope so. If I didn't, if I've forgotten you, I do apologize. Oh, Jody, thank you so, so much for that gift that you sent me. I'm so excited. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I'm like, I'll buy more groceries. That's the first thing that came up to mind. Is like, I want some fruit. Because, you know, I'm trying to learn to live on a very small amount for food for when I no longer have food stamps, and that will be happening after this month. This is my last month without reapplying, and I'm not going to do that, of course, because I'm going to have more assets than is allowed. Come, I don't know, I'm thinking of asking for the money in August. So that will also end my Medicaid, and I really want to have that spot on my back checked before I lose my Medicaid, because I'm not going to be seeing a doctor for a while after that. So we'll see. You know, I know that I can go on a sliding fee scale with my local clinic. And that would only be $40 per visit. I might do that. We'll see. Anyhow. So yes, I got some money, and I'm really excited. And it's always such a thrill when I'm, you know, checking my emails. And yesterday was such a busy day. And you've got money. And I'm like, yes! So it's always a big thrill. And please know that I'm grateful from the bottom of my heart, and I swear to you, I'm not going to waste it. I'm not going to do anything stupid with it. I'm thinking I need a couple of those. I'm trying to decide what to put in the van. I'm shopping for the van like I've got it because I believe God has my van. And it's out there. It's just not ready yet. It's not time. So I might be going with Maggie today to St. Petersburg. There's supposed to be somebody there that a friend told me about that I found on OfferUp. And he has I think it's he has a van for $3,700. I don't know what he says it's great. I don't know if he still has it. There's no phone number, just an address. So I'm gonna, and he says he has others, so I'm just gonna go look, you know, and look and pray and just believe, you know, that I'm gonna pick the right one, that God's gonna direct me to pick the right one. So what else do I want to talk about? Oh heck, I don't know. Give me a minute to think here. One of those mornings. Oh, I took melatonin last night, and I don't have it next to my table. I got a box from Amazon yesterday. I'm starting to buy the things I know I'm going to need on the road. So this box came yesterday, and I opened it, and I actually made this insane video on my opening it, and I'm going like a bat out of you-know-where, and and the video came out so crazy that I'm not releasing it. Because Maggie was going to be coming within minutes. The box had just arrived, and I'm like, oh, I want to open this with my subs, you know? So I already opened it, and I got some cool stuff. Now, I purchased this manual vegetable cutter. It's like a hand-operated chopper, so that on the road, I won't need electricity to make my bean burgers. I can just grind up my onion, throw in my beans, and grind her up. And it's messy and sticky. You know how beans are. They're starchy. And then, you know, I'll mix in some breadcrumbs and an egg I usually mix in, but I might not be buying eggs. It seems to me like it would be a real hassle, but you know what can replace eggs? Years ago, I did a lot of vegetarian cooking. I did go on a vegan stint for a while. And I gotta say, it really did help my fibromyalgia. Maybe I'll go back to that, but arrowroot powder. Arrow, like in pling, you know, Robin Hood, arrow. Arrowroot powder. A tablespoon replaces an egg. So I'm probably going to pick up some of that from my local Sprouts. They've got everything. I love Sprouts when, you know, they got a lot of the homeopathy that I use, and a lot of supplements, a lot of everything. And I like the brand they carry in the homeopathy, Boiron, B-O-I-R-O-N. In the little blue and white bottles. Love that. Little tiny. Yeah. So, I used homeopathy for years. As a matter of fact, I was able to stop my son's asthma attacks and my daughter Rachel's chronic ear infections with homeopathy, believe it or not. But nothing would help my husband. I tried it all. So, you know, sometimes the Lord calls us back, and we got to go home. And that's just the way it is. And I'm learning to accept that now, that this is the way my life is supposed to be for whatever reason. And I want to not dwell in it, not complain in it, and just keep on moving on. Just keep going forward, going forward. So, yeah. I think I'm doing pretty well for 1 year a widow. Oh, let's keep going. So I got my nifty little hand food chopper. I'm so excited. I'm going to be able to shred my vegetables on the road. Yes, that's what I want to say. And other things. I don't know what else will go in here. Looks like you could make a cool little marinated salad by chopping up a bunch of stuff and throwing some vinegar and oil on there. Do my garlic, and it's going to be awesome. This is going to be awesome. I'm going on a grand adventure. Hurrah! Okay, so let's, yes, I'm actually feeling better about it. I gotta say, I went through some periods where I was like, this is gonna suck. You know, I mean, I'm giving up surety. Something that's sure and steady and familiar. I'm gonna miss my cute little washing machine, but I am determined to create my own. I do like that idea that was given to me by a subscriber of the, I have to go back in my, if you remember and you're out there, would you please leave it in the comments? There's one of those mop pails that when you push down the mop, it twists it. And so we were thinking that, well, she was thinking that that might be a great way to wring out the clothes, because I have issues, guys. Not only do I have the arthritis in my fingers, I've got the start of carpal in both wrists. Would you believe it? No complaining. Right. So those are challenges. Those are challenges I've got to get around in doing laundry by hand, because I hate laundromats. I hate and they're expensive. It's like $10 by the time you get out of there. I'll reserve that only for blankets and sheets, because those are going to be impossible to wring by hand. So, and you know, like maybe I could just do one load. I'm going to learn to use my clothes over and over and over again. I'm going to find a way. Of course, not underwear. Those are the things, the little things, underwear that I would like to be able to. I was thinking of 5-gallon, and I already have it. I have a 5-gallon Home Depot orange pail with a lid. And I'm like, you know what I'll do? I'll throw some water and vinegar and a little salt in that water, because I read that that can replace detergent. I'm just going to throw my underwear in there with the water, the salt and the vinegar, white vinegar, and turn that lid tight and sit it in the back where it won't be able to fall over. And while I'm driving, it's going to be agitating. It's going to be agitating those clothes, right? And I'm bringing my wood clothing rack with me, and I will not dry my clothes inside the van. They say that causes too much moisture. So, like, if I decide I'm going to be out somewhere and there's not a lot of people around, I can hang up my clothes while I'm hanging out, maybe at a little rest area or what have you, and hope that nobody drives up and says, "What are you doing?" Could you imagine? I'm drying my clothes. Yeah. Well, you know, I'm a bit bold, so I'm sure I'll get away with it. So, okay, so that's my cutter. And what else have I got here? Oh, good. I have another box I can pack full of stuff to sell. Oh, I want to sell a lot of stuff. I'm looking around, and I'm half crazy from it. My daughter, Bonnie, she's coming from New Jersey, like just in a few days. What day is it? July 7th. Is it really? Wow. What happened to the 4th? That went by pretty quick. She's coming on the 14th, I do believe. Where's my calendar? I don't know. Oh. No whining. Okay. Yeah, she's coming on the 14th, picking her up from the airport. And she's staying 4 days, kind of, sort of, because she doesn't know what time she's leaving on Sunday. And the house looks like an insane asylum. A crazy person lives here. I know, it looks like a hoarder lives here, but I'm telling you, there is a method to my madness. I am truly categorizing, pricing, and boxing these insane items. Sometimes I just want to box it all up and put it out to the garbage, which is totally irresponsible, and I'm not going to do that. So, so the things that came in the box is I bought myself 2 different supplements. I tried the melatonin last night. My daughter Rachel swears by it. I actually got 2 extra hours of sleep that I don't usually get. I'm assuming the melatonin gummies helped. Go figure. All from Amazon, and I'm not an affiliate. I don't know what brand it is. I go through and I look at the stars. If it has close to 5 stars and the reviews are really good, then I decide on that. plus the price. I try to get the lowest price, the highest stars. That's what I do with everything. And the other thing I got was a probiotic because I do have some issues, tummy issues. And so I got that because my youngest daughter recommended. She says, Mom, have you tried probiotics? I said, yeah, I tried them, but I ran out. And she says, well, you got to try them at least 3 months. I'm like, okay. And so I took those last night, and I'll take a couple every night. And then for my van life cooking, I purchased several things. The first thing I purchased was a lovely little container of organic maple sugar because I know syrup in a van is a really bad idea. Open container. They never close right unless you get the little screw on top. And you know how maple syrup is, right? You pour it, you try to wipe it off. It just keeps building up sugar around the rim of whatever container you're using. Whether it's a little pour thing with a flip top or it's a screw on or what have you. And the chances of spillage are really good. And I don't want that on the road. Plus, maple syrup molds very easily, especially in the heat. And we just can't have that now, can we? And I use maple syrup sugar. Well, I usually use just maple syrup. I use it in my coffee. It's an anti-inflammatory. And I do love pancakes. So I'm going to do what I read on Little House on the Prairie books. They would slather their pancakes with butter, which I won't do that. And then they sprinkle the maple sugar and layer it over it. This is more granulated, and their maple sugar was more, you know, soft and moist in the Little House series. You could tell that it was like they could just layer it on and smooth it over. This is sprinkled. I don't know if I could like reconstitute it in water. I could try if I wanted like syrup. Better for your body. It is better for your body. It really is. Rich flavor. I love maple. I know I can't taste it, but understand this. It's like your mind never forgets, of course, you know. And I just can tell when it's on my tongue that it's maple syrup. I just know. I can't explain it any other way. It's kind of like if you lost your eyesight, but you knew what things were from before, having seen them. When you touch something, you know what it is, right? So the other dilemma I have is I have 3 of these size containers. Let me show you what else I got. So I'm concentrating on as many dry goods as I can do. As a matter of fact, I've been thinking a lot about chickpea flour. Did I order some of that? I'm not sure if I remember. I think that's why I ordered the grinder, because I was thinking, I don't know what I'm thinking anymore, to tell the truth. But I decided, instead of having a bunch of smelly onions around, right? Dried onion. Lovely container. Easy to use. Now here's my dilemma. All this stuff weighs weight. And I have a bad back. We all know that. So I'm going to need a container to keep these in. And then I'm going to want small containers with these items in them for when I'm trying to create a kitchen basket. It ain't going well, folks. I'm trying, okay? But I'm thinking and trying to work this out in my mind and in my bedroom. I have my containers, and I spent $8 on a laundry basket, and I'm not sure it's the right laundry basket. I didn't want it too big and bulky. I want something that I can lift my cook stove with my plate, with my basic little cooking things. So I have the sugar, the onion, and garlic. I use a lot of onion and garlic in my cooking. I don't know why. I can't taste it. It's crazy, I get it, but just doesn't feel like it would be something without it. You're probably thinking, this woman's a mad woman. Yeah. So I got that, and my dilemma is how and where to store. So I was thinking about those drawers, but none of them are deep enough, those plastic drawers. And I could just, and then too much weight in those, you start to get bowing. So the other thing I was thinking about is those tool totes that you see in the automotive department, little lids flip, or they have one lid or what have you. But then I'm going to have the situation of having to drag them around it. I want to keep things as simple as I possibly can. Maybe lightweight cabinets. I'm trying to keep the weight down in the van, as I want to hopefully keep that engine alive for a while. I've got like a 5-year plan in my mind. And I'm praying for a vehicle that will need minimal repairs over the course of the 5 years. I've got $1,000 in my head, but that's probably not realistic when you think of tires and such. But we do know of a tire place that has relatively okay used tires. But I'm thinking, being old, being on the road, I probably should buy new if the tires aren't good enough on whatever I purchase. I'll go see a tire person. I'll try to find the best. There's no deals anymore. There's no deals on anything anymore. I don't know, except for that woman that she does the food videos, $15 a week. And no, recently she's not hit her goals on $25 a week. I've watched. I can't even keep it to 25 a week. I tried at 27 and I failed. I got to do a video about that. Dang. Okay, so storage, and then I'm looking around and I'm like, wait, I've got too much stuff. I'm not taking this. It's piles of it are probably just going to go in the garbage. I'm going to leave behind my spices and all of that stuff. I'm not even going to take my honey with me. Oh, it's such nice honey. It's all thick now and getting all sugary, and every now and then I just take a little, because I love sweets. Oh, living without sweets is really tough when you're a sugar addict. I do have my maple syrup and now my maple sugar, which I'm not opening that till I'm on the road again. Actually, yes, I am, because I ran out. My syrup's gone. Good. I'm using stuff up. The oatmeal's gone, but I did just buy some cream of rice. I love cream of rice. Is it Uncle Ben's or something? I don't know, but boy, is it good. I love it. It's creamy and it has just a little bit of texture, and I'm going to put my maple sugar in that. Yummy. Sounds good. I didn't buy milk. I'm in a state of shock. I'm just like, I can't afford this. I wanted to buy powdered milk, and I think it was Ellie that sent me the information on powdered milk. I think it was Ellie. If I get it wrong, I'm sorry. And I've been looking it up, and it's actually cheaper on Amazon than it was in Walmart. That for 3 quarts of powdered milk, they wanted some stupid price. It was more than if you bought it already, already milk. Liquid. Yeah, something like that. So I should order some milk powder. Amazon's been giving me free shipping. So, I don't pick the, ship it to me in 2 days, because I get it in a day anyway. Why should I pay when, you say, oh, you won't get this till July 9th, and there it is the next morning right on the doorstep. Crazy. Don't be fooled, especially if you're in a, metropolitan area. I think they have, like, warehouses all over the place. It's amazing. What a heck of an idea that was. Anyhow, I guess that's pretty much everything. I've been rambling for 24 minutes. Who would have thought? Okay, so when you scroll down through the comments, and please, I'm supposed to say this at the beginning, and, the majority of my viewers won't even make it to this point. Believe it or not. So I won't even bother saying like and subscribe. It's a little too late for that now. But thank you for being here. Thank you for staying to the end of the video. Thank you for all of you who comment that you're just letting the videos run. That's a great idea, and I'm going to suggest that in my next video. And I'll take you with me if I'm going van shopping, and you can have a look too. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I love you all. When you're scrolling down the comments, you see a need, you see someone struggling, please pray for them. Please send your vibes and your love and your wishes for them, because I know that God hears everything. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it once again. Bye.